What's poppin', YouTube family? Welcome back to our neighborhood. Wait. Cut to the beat.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back, man? I see the girls in the club, they getting wild for me, and all the pretty chicks all wanna smile at me. These rap cats, man, they all got this style for me, and if I ever see them, man, they probably bow to me. And when this beat drop, I know they gon' lean. World debut.
Hey, what's poppin', YouTube family? If you're new here and this is your first time seeing my face, my name is Mark. Please remember to slash that like button, and also, while you're at it, why don't you just annihilate that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell. Also, while you're at it, leave me comments down below. But I think I've talked enough, so let's just jump straight into these videos. Let's go! Okay, so let's get into this live performance of Metallica's Creeping Death live in Moscow in 1991. I was 4, and if I was able to get flued out like the city girls would say, I would have definitely been there instead of in my pamper or pull up or whatever I was in at that time. Let's jump into this. Okay. Okay. Oh, I love the guitars. Come on. Can I just pause it real quickly and say I love how they are just commanding the stage and commanding this crowd. They are like lion tamers or like bull baiters, like the bullfighters when they sit there, the matadors, when they have the cape and you have the, I was about to say the deer. When you have the bulls sit there and try to charge at you and you do the ole. Like, I just love how they're commanding the crowd. Such puppet masters. I need some hair. I need hair. I need to. It don't look right me sitting here bobbing my head with no hair. To me, this song sounds like it has cultural significance. Like there's some underlying significance to this song when I was listening to the words. I don't know if I need to listen to it more, if I'm like missing something, but I could tell like this has like some like historical type of vibe. Like they're drawing inspiration from they're speaking about a topic or something. I definitely need to listen more to this. I'm trying to pinpoint what they're actually speaking about, but let me jump back into this. Okay, so I think I may understand where this is drawn from. Please let me know in the comments below. I'm thinking that it's talking about the biblical plague that happened. What was the plague? What, it was in Africa. Was it the biblical, like with the Israelites? Was it the Israelites? I think it was the Israelites, if I'm not mistaken. Correct. Sorry, you guys. I had for the transition, but my phone had rang. But as I was saying, is that this really has like some type of like biblical or historical significance. Like if I'm not mistaken, this is definitely talking about what happened in Egypt with the plague, and then it almost makes me want to equate and think about like the things that was happening, like in, if I remember correctly, like where you had Australia, where you had like the bats, and there was people on YouTube thinking that that could have been like some type of omen or some type of sign, and then you had like the locusts that were coming. I believe it was in like some part of Africa, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure. But then I also think about like with the whole thing of what COVID-19 and how that's transpiring and everything that's taking effect. And then you got like the riots and everything that's happening like as we speak now. And it's like so crazy. Like, whoa. Like, this is definitely deep. I like this. Let's jump back into this though. That is nasty. Hold on, I gotta pause it real quickly. I'm not doing this justice. I gotta pause it real quickly. I need some hair. I need something. Like, I need something to go on my head to shake. Like, I really do. I need something to shake because I don't feel right listening to this. Hold on. Let me see. Don't judge me, y'all. But I need something to sit here and get me into the full effect because this is so dope. Now I can't hear it. Hold on. There we go. Put this over here so I can still have these over my head. But yeah. Okay. Now we ready. Let's jump back into this. It's still. That is wicked. I love this guitar play. Okay, I gotta take this off. I really wish I was in Russia.
So repeat it with me. Die.
Die. Die. And I don't know if it's just me, you guys, but in this part, like, and why I said that, I definitely feel like this reminds me, like, it's definitely giving me that cultural significance in the biblical time. Like, because I know it was about, like, it had to be about the Israelites with slavery, and when they were up under I'm drawing a blank. Somebody is gonna have to let me know in the comments. But at least we're like, follow me where I'm sitting here speaking of. I'm speaking about, like, where he's sitting there saying, telling them to say die, 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 when they were sitting there saying that, is definitely giving me like a revolt type of vibe. Like the way that he had them chant that, like it's almost as if he's like the leader, and then they are the other people who are trying to uprise and and like go against the oppressor, and they're all chanting together in solidarity. And I think that that's super dope and creative that he was able to incorporate that within this live performance. Like, they are such innovators. I love that. Let's jump back into this. He is a boss. The passion. Oh, come on. He has the hands of pianists. He has the hands of pianists stroking those chords on that guitar. Can we just sit there and say that? Whew. Like, looking for the Leaf's vein. Whew. He's a surgeon. Whoa. The mastery behind the way he was playing that guitar was absolutely amazing and phenomenal, if I do say so myself. Like, wow. The passion, the execution, the poise, the discipline, the technical skill, the technicality of it, the difficulty of it, to be able to play a guitar like that, and just to be so in sync, and for them to all be one, and then just singing, and then playing the drums, everything, the look, the aesthetic, everything was just so bomb and perfect and in its place. Like, you can't get no better than that. I love Metallica because they are so innovative. They are so gifted at what they do. I love the historical significance behind this track. This was a song. Like, this was a song. This was amazing. And what I love and what I'm starting to love about heavy metal and just reacting to the songs is that I never really noticed until getting into these reactions just how in depth that the metal genre is, because I always thought, like, and I'm glad that when I get exposed to different things, that you sit there and you get these myths dispelled, where you're not sitting there going in with this one track mind where people sit there and be like, oh, okay, well, I just think that metal is just a bunch of screaming. And then you have groups like Metallica was like, oh ho, but you thought wrong. Like, this is not all the metal genre is about. We're just not all about screaming and just playing guitars and banging on drums. Like, we are speaking of things of substance and of value, and that have historical and monumental significance, that has cultural significance, that can shake the world, stop the world, and that there's a literal general message behind what we are doing. And that's what I can appreciate about Metallica, where I can appreciate about groups like Nirvana, or you could say Guns N' Roses, and just a plethora, Led Zeppelin, like anybody. And I know I'm crossing genres because I'm talking about metal and rock and just different things like that, but you kind of get the point of what I'm saying, that I just love how music just exposes you to different things, and it just debunks those myths that you think like, oh, okay, you could sit there, like a lot of people would sit there and be like, oh, well, rap is just a whole bunch of people sitting there talking about drugs and shooting people and sex and money and calling females bees and all this other stuff. But then you have other people who actually rap of substance and actually speak of significance and actually talk about the lives that they had to sit there and struggles that they had to go through, where people do have preconceived notions. And then you have artists that can sit there and dispel those myths. And I just feel like Metallica does that, because like I said, before I came into the genre and come across it, I really thought that metal was just like, oh, I'm just gonna sit there and yell and get all my anger and frustration out. But then you really have tracks that just have like real historic monumental significance, and I love that, and I can appreciate that. And I thought that was just so bomb and just so dope of them to be able to create that and put that on a track. And then I just love how this is called Creeping Death, and it just like the whole track just seemed so haunting and chilling to me. Like, it sent chills up my spine. It was so eerie. Like, it was almost like we were living in our last days, if I say so myself, with the headphones on. That was brilliant. I loved it. So you guys know, who's been following the channel, that I don't rate songs that I think are amazing and genius, and that was Amazing and Genius by Metallica. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of Metallica Creeping Death, or if there's any other songs that you want me to react to that are Metallica's, or any other heavy metal band, or just in general. If you come across this video and you're not a heavy metal band, a heavy metal head, then you can sit there and request any song, and I'll be glad to do it, especially if I'm not well versed in it, because I love learning about different experiences, and I think that's what life is, learning and being exposed to different things so you can dispel stereotypes and myths. And like I said, I thought that was dope. So with that being said, please remember to be safe out there. Please remember to stay awesome, be awesome, because you guys are all awesome. This is your boy Mark, and I'm signing off. Deuces. Peace.